Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's me, Matrix, aka Bacon King 48, and today I am bringing you guys the ICL, aka Infinity Community League, draft analysis for us, the Carolina Lycan Rocks. Now, if you guys are excited about this season, I hope you leave that like button down below, leave a comment as well, saying what you think of this team, and yeah. So how this is going to work is I'll have 8 bottom mons, which are my normal mons, and then right at the top I will have 3 Zmove mons, because we were allowed to pick 3. So before we get into what I actually picked during the draft, I'm going to go ahead and give what I picked before the draft, aka my, as you could say, how should I explain it? Basically my franchise pick. Um, when I was thinking about franchise pick, I was definitely thinking going with Kyron Black just because definitely one of my star mons, something I'm very comfortable with using. But then I started to think about it, and the one thing that I've always had problems against is toxic, taunt, and Heal Bell Wish Pass users. So why not get something that's going to do a very, very good, decent amount of damage? And I decided, and people were confused about why I franchised this, but honestly, Umbreon, I think Umbreon is a very good franchise pick, mostly because of the reason it's very bulky. It can toxic whatever comes in against it, unless it's a steel type, of course, or a poison type. Um, I'm very excited. I've always wanted to use Umbreon, honestly, but I've never really gotten the chance to. So being able to have Umbreon on the squad is very, very helpful. So, and of course with the Heal Bell and Wish passing, that is going to be really, really good for us, especially with this type of team that I drafted. Um, but yeah, so let's go ahead and get right into the beginning of the picks. I was third pick overall, so there was a lot that I had to decide from, what to choose from, since I was at the top. And the one thing that I was looking at was Tapu Lele or Kyron Black, because there was a thing that I was gonna do with Kyron Black, but yeah. But once I saw what had happened, I knew immediately that I had to pick up this mon, or else I was going to get destroyed. So I decided we're gonna pick up Tapu Lele. Now Tapu Lele is a very, very good mon. It's been very effective in draft format recently. It's even been banned in some drafts. So being able to pick this up is like very, very good, very, very nice. I'm super excited about it because I've always wanted to use Tapu Lele in a draft format. It's it's got very decent speed, being at base 95 speed. Its special attack is amazing. Um, and just being able to have it on the team, like paired with our mon of Umbreon, like Tapu Lele Umbreon, having both of those on the same team is going to be very nice. Tapu Lele actually gets aromatherapy, which is nice as well. So that way I don't have to always count on Umbreon being our heal bell user. I can use Tapu Lele if I need to. But going into the second pick, I decided I was going to pick up Dragon type and also get my Zmove user. Because, little known fact is, I had Scotty Dr. Pepper helping me out here deciding which picks were actually good for my team, especially since I'm building around Umbreon. And, when I was looking at it, I was looking at different types of dragons. I was thinking maybe go for like a dragon in tier 1 and then go for a steel type in tier 2. But then I saw something that would help the team so much. Something that is very nice and something that would make our Zmove be a very good Zmove user. I picked up Salamis as our first Zmove user. Now, Salamis is a very good dragon type. Of course, it's quad weak to ice, but I got some coverage here and there for the ice type. Of course, though, like, you still gotta be careful, especially with the type of draft that I went with. But Salamis is very good. Of course, Steelium Z will be a very nice mon to have. Or not mon, but move. Because, of course, it gets Iron Tail, and being able to take out fairies with a Steelium Z is super nice. Pair that with a Moxie, and you got yourself a very offensive mon. But, of course, you can also run it Scarf Moxie, which still does so much. There's a lot you can do with it. Of course, it gets Fang moves as well, I believe. I'm pulling this up real quick, because you can never be too careful. But, like, oh wait, I think it gets Fire Fang. I know that. It gets, you can also run it especially offensive as well, because it still does its job, especially offensive. Because it's got 110 in special attack, 135 in attack, and 100 base speed. So overall, this is a very good mon. It's got 30 more base stats than a Tapu Lele, but Tapu Lele is still very nice. It's gonna, like, these two paired together along with the Umbreon is gonna be really nice. I still love the Umbreon franchise, honestly. I think it's gonna do really well. But let me see. We got ourselves Salamis here. Yeah, so we got coverage move. We got Aqua Tail if we need to run that. We got Crunch. Of course, we got Draco Meteor, but I hardly ever run Draco. We got Earthquake. We got Fire Fang. We got Flamethrower. We got Hydro Pump if we need to run that one. If we need to run a special 1 week, that'll be super nice. We get Rock Slide and Shadow Claw, Stone Edge. Of course, we can use Salamis as a utility mon as well, because it does get Tailwind. And it does get Roost as well, so having the ability to heal is nice. Gets Roar, so we can prevent certain mons from setting up, like Clefable, or anything with Calm Mind or Dragon Dance or anything like that. And of course, you got your other moves that are hardly ever used. We can run. We got Giga Impact if we want to do a Normium Z 1 week, just to take it out. Of course, Iron Tail. We got Iron Defense. I think Swagger is banned. I was gonna say Swagger, but I think it's banned. We also got Steel Wing in case instead of Iron Tail we want to run Steel Wing. But Iron Tail is most likely the better move, mostly because it's got more power. But still, though, like, Salamis is a really good mon. Also gets Brick Break too, so if I need to use that 1 week, it's there. But anyways, moving on to our next pick, I decided to finish off our Fairy Dragon Steel Core, and when I was looking at it, there were a couple steel types I was looking at. I think I was looking at Bisharp mostly because Bisharp does really well. But of course, that's another dark type, and I don't want 2 fighting type weaknesses, even though we got Tapu Lele. But most fighting types are able to run like Poison Jab and stuff like that, so that's still a problem. So in order to keep this going, I decided. Oh gosh, excuse me, I am sorry. And I decided to pick up Skarmory. Now, Skarmory is an interesting pick. I've been using it, like, trying to see what I can do with it. And besides being a good Stealth Rock, Defogger, oh yeah, and we also got Defog on Salamis as well. But Skarmory, Defog, Stealth Rocks, Spikes, of course. And I also believe that we got Roost as well for recovery. We got Iron Head, we got Brave Bird. Both of those like do a lot. Of course, this is not one of our Zmove users because there's not much that you can do with a Skarmory. But still, Skarmory still has very decent move pool. We got Air Slash too. We got Counter if we need to use that since we got a Sturdy as well. We got Night Slash. We got Pursuit. Rock Slide. We also got X Scissor, which is very interesting. We also got Curse if we want to run that. Iron Defense if we want to become like bulky. We also got Thief, but I don't think we'd run that. We also got Steel Wing, which does a decent amount. It actually 10% chance to lower or to raise our defense. We also got Sky Attack, Sky Drop, Pluck. I mean, Skarmory is a very interesting mon to say the least. It will be interesting to see how we like use it. But anyways, we're gonna move on to our next pick, and this is our second Zmove user. And the reason why I went with this mon in particular is because its move pool is so versatile, and of course, we got the since we got something to we need a fire type. We also need a fighting type. So we can complete that psychic fighting dark core. Haha, you like that type of core right there? And I decided since we need a fire type and we need a fighting type, why not go with one of the mons that does so much against an opponent, and it actually is kind of not really bulky, but it can try to be a special attacker as well. I said let's go pick up Emboar. We got the OG Bacon King. I'll tell you what, guys. Emboar was probably my favorite starter in Black and White series. Mostly because, of course, he's a pig, Bacon King, bacon. You know, I just gotta love it. It's so, so good. And it pairs well with what we got for this team. But as you can see, since we got two flying types, we kind of have a electric weakness. But don't worry, we got those covered. But Emboar's moveset is like so good. Like, cause it gets body slam, it gets brick break, earthquake, fire punch, flame charge. If you want to make this thing fast as Fudge Boy. Ooh, I need you. I'm about to pick up a Sentret on this Pokemon Go here. We got Gyro Ball, of course. If you want to run that, since we are kind of slow, that will pack a huge punch. We also get Heavy Slam, so that's always nice. So we got another Steelium Zmove user here as well if we need it. We got Grass Knot, of course. We got Focus Blast, Flare Blitz. We got Hammer Arm if we need to run that. We got Poison Jab, which comes in handy. This is the one that really surprised me when I was looking at it. Emboar learns Scald. Now, when I saw this, I was super surprised because you never would think that a mon like Emboar, a fire type mon, would be able to learn Scald. But of course, let's throw that out the window. Why don't we? Yeah, like Emboar is super versatile. It also gets Wild Charge. If we really want to do something with the Inferno Charge, definitely could go Blast Burn. Because Blast Burn is 150 base power. And of course, the Sentret breaks free. Fudge off, Sentret. This is why no one loves you. We got Fling, of course, if we want to run like a Toxic Orb or something like that, or Flame Orb and fling it at the opponent. We got Iron Tail as well. There's so much we can do. And of course we got Work Up as well, which can come in handy. We got Bulk Up, which really would do some worth for us. Also gets Low Kick, so taking out heavier opponents like say like Mega Steelix or Mega Aggron or something like that, that's always helpful. But moving on to our next pick, I decided we need something to take care of these electric weaknesses, because electric will do some damage against Salamis and Skarmory, even though I think both of them resist. No, Salamis resist electric. But you know, we gotta capitalize on some things sometimes. And I decided back in season 1 of IDL, we drafted a certain Mon that I really fell in love with. Very good Rapid Spinner, very good Stealth Rocker. It's also kind of versatile as well, getting priority Ice Shard. And since we have Tapu Lele, that's going to be one thing we got to look out for, is we got to be careful when we use priority and when we don't. But, of course, I decided we're going to bring back Brownie. We're bringing back Brownie from IDL Season 1. Like, Donphan is very nice to have on the team. Like, Donphan does quite a bit. Of course, he gets Sturdy. He also gets Sand Veil. But I don't really plan on using that unless someone brings a Sand team against us. Excuse me. Yeah, we got things like Earthquake. We got things like Earth Power. Like, Donphan is super bulky. Not especially defensive, but defensive-wise. So we can run Assault Vest if we need to, if we want to just run this thing physical or special 1 week, but most likely physical. Also gets Fire Fang. It does get Gunk Shot, which is super nice. Gyro Ball, Ice Shard, Knock Off, which is always nice. Play Rough, Poison Jab. We can go ahead if we want to 1 week run Rock Polish. We also got Seed Bomb. We got Stone Edge. We also get Superpower. We got Bounce on this thing, so that's kind of nice. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to run that 1 week. Let's see. Of course, Iron Defense if we need it. Got Rollout if we want to double every time. We got Thunder Fang as well. Does not get Ice Fang, but of course we got Ice Shard, so that's always nice. We also get Endeavor if we want to run Sturdy Endeavor. I don't think it gets Quick Attack though, so that kind of sucks. But we do get Ice Shard, so that's always nice. Ooh, that actually might be a new strat with Donphan. I don't know. But Donphan is really good. I'm really glad we picked up Donphan. It's going to be super nice to have, super versatile. Yeah, so moving on to the next pick. This is a Mon that I've always looked at in draft format, but I've never been able to pick up. And I was thinking about making this Mon my Zmove user as well, but I drafted a Mon later on that kind of fit the description more, does more with this team and stuff like that with Z-moves. So, this next pick, as you can see, in this draft, I've kind of taken a liking to the flying type. I kind of took a Professor Chewy in this draft here, going with the flying types. I decided to pick up Crobat, aka Swagbat, aka Fatbat. We got your boy Crobat. Now Crobat is a very interesting Mon to say the least. Like, I really was thinking about making this thing one of my Zmove users, because like it's got quite a plethora. I think that's how you say it. I probably said that wrong, but it's got quite a versatile moveset. Acrobatics, Air Slash, Brave Bird, Dark Pulse. Of course, it gets Defog. So we got quite a bit of hazard removal. We got like 4 types of hazard removal. We got a Rapid Spinner. We got 3 Defoggers. so that's always nice. Most likely, Rapid Spin will be a good one to run with us, so that way we can keep Stealth Rocks up and stuff like that. But luckily, we got Mons that can set up Stealth Rocks as well, so that's not quite an issue. But yeah, Crobat is very versatile. Of course, since Leech Life did get a buff, like Leech Life is going to be very, very nice in this gen. We also got a Haze user, which is nice. Of course, Brave Bird, Dark Pulse, if we want to run special. Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb. I think it gets Poison Fang. Is its only physical poison type move, or Cross Poison? I know it gets Cross Poison. I think it does, doesn't it? Yeah, it gets Cross Poison, which is it's a 10% chance to poison and a high crit hit ratio. So that's always nice. Of course, we got, I don't know, I think we can use Supersonic. I could be wrong, though. Like, we got so much that we can do with Crobat. Like, I was so thinking about making, we also got a U-turner as well. So that's like one part to our Volt Turn core. And we also got Super Fang, so if you want to, like, lower to about half health, that's always nice. It also gets Giga Drain if we want to run a special variant of Crobat 1 week. The main thing I was looking for was the speed, because speed is very important in this type of format. But overall, its stats are very, very nice. Its base stat total is 535, so that's nothing to complain about, really. That's super nice. So far, our teams have actually looked pretty good. Our lowest so far has been Skarmory with 465, but that's still not too bad. Like, we're still in for a base stat total wise. And one thing is, I made sure that we got some bulky, like some defensive mons, later on in the draft. But like, our team is looking really well so far, and like the last 4 picks, I think that's 4. Yeah, last 4 picks really show how much of this team I am loving right now. So our next pick, I'm not gonna lie, our next pick was gonna be Mega Banette, but of course someone sniped it right before I was gonna draft it. Like, Mega Banette was going to be our next Mon, but of course someone had to draft it. It really, like, screwed me over a little bit, because Mega Banette was like what I wanted to use. It was gonna be the mascot pick of the century. I'm just kidding, not the mascot pick of the century, but it was going to be a mascot pick any other way, and I really, really wanted to prioritize on that prankster ability, even though, like, it kind of got nerfed. Like, it's still very useful, but of course, someone had to draft it right before I was going to draft it. So, I had to really think about it. I know we already got Steel type. I know we already got a Ground type. But when I was looking at this Mon, I know there was some. I think there was some Sandstorm users or Sand teams, maybe 1 or 2, if I remember correctly. I know someone has Lando Eye, which is only Sand Force, no Sheer Force allowed, only Sand Force. But honestly, I think this last, or not this last pick, but this next pick, I think we're gonna enjoy using Mega Steelix. It's not better than Mega Aggron, but it still does quite a bit of work. Because Mega Steelix, it has the same base defense of Mega Aggron, but I think the only reason the Mega Aggron is better actually, Let's see. Okay, looking at this, base HP for Mega Steel is 75, 70 for Mega Aggron. Attack is 125, 140 for Aggron. They have the same defense, 55 special attack for Mega Steel X, 60 for Aggron, 95 special defense with Mega Steel X. Like, and if someone does bring a Sand team against us, we can prioritize on that big time. We just gotta be careful. Definitely is a water weakness, but only by 2 times. But still, Mega Steelix is nothing to sleep on, especially since it gets Stab Earthquake, Stab Heavy Slam, Stab Iron Head. Like, it's a really, really good mon. Super excited about drafting it. But after I look at this team, I realize that we kind of have a weakness to water and electric. So when I was thinking about it, I kind of thought about it early on, mostly because this mon helps cover both of those with its 2 abilities being Water Absorb and Bolt Absorb. And if you don't know what this mon is, then you're gonna have some problems. We got Lantern. I am super excited about using Lantern because, one, it gives us our water mon. It also gives us an electric mon. But of course, it covers for both water and electric weakness, since it can absorb either one. So the opponent's going to have to really plan on which one we're going to bring. So, like this team, it's looking really, really good. Of course, this does bring us down a little bit with Lantern because base stat total is 460. But honestly, Lantern is kind of worth it because Lantern does quite a bit of damage. It does have a good move pool as well. Let me look here. Lantern, of course, Volt Absorb. It gets Illuminate, which has no competitive use. It's got Water Absorb as well. We can run Agility. We got Aqua Tail. We got Blizzard. We got Dazzling Gleam as well. Discharge, Double Edge, Facade, Frustration. It also is a Heal Bell user, which is super nice. Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Protect, Rest, Return, Scald, Signal Beam, Sucker Punch as well. So we got some priority there. Thunder, Thunderbolt, Thunder Wave. We got Toxic. We also got the Bolt Switch. So we got our completed Bolt Turn Core, which is super, super nice. Waterfall as well, so 20% chance to flinch. Like, we can do some work with Lantern. Hopefully we can prioritize with it. Also gets Aqua Ring, which is super, super nice. So, you could run Leftovers, Aqua Ring, and then some physical moves if you really wanted to. But yeah, Lantern is super good mon. I'm super excited about having it. Now, this next pick, you guys may recognize this next pick from TISA. Because this mon was the mon that we traded Miss Magius for with Josh. And this mon right here is super bulky. It's got, I think, 130 defense and special defense, I believe. 135 base defense and 135 base special defense, along with 100 attack and 45 HP is nothing. But considering how good of a mon this is, I could not have let this mon get away from me. We picked up Dustnor. Now, Dustnor is back with us. So we got some mons that are coming back with us. We got 2 of them. Well, I shouldn't say only 2. But, like, Dustnor is really good. Very physical, very bulky as well. We got Destiny Bond, Disable. We got some physical moves such as Brick Break, Body Slam. Also got Earthquake and Facade, Fire Punch. Also got Haze as well, Hex, Ice Beam, Ice Punch, Power Up Punch as well. We got Pursuit, so that could come in handy. Rock Slide, Return, Seismic Toss, Shadow Punch, Shadow Sneak, so we got some Ghost priority. We also got Thunder Punch. And then we got Bulldoze, of course, if we need to run that. We got Dynamic Punch. We got Focus Punch, of course. Let's see, Headbutt if we want to do some flinch. We got Icy Wind to lower some speed. We got Infestation if we want them to trap and take damage as well. We got Skill Swap, so if we want to trade abilities, because Dustnor's ability is either Pressure or Frisk. So if we go against something like a Serene Grace Jirachi or something like that, because Jirachi was picked and it is on the same team with Kyron Black. So you can imagine how scary that team is right there. But Dustnor is a really good pick to have on this team. And I'm super excited to bring Hades back to the team. Because as you know, I've always called Dustnor Hades. Of course, we got Bacon, the Emboar. We got Swagbat, the Crobat. Umbreon, I'm unsure yet. Some of these mons I haven't decided yet. Brownie for Donphan. And, you know, we have our fire type and we got our water type. But what about our grass type? And what about our third Zmove user? Well, do I have a solution for you? This last mon is super, super nice to have on this team. Especially, it's got very, very good speed. Very good special attack as well. It actually has a decent amount of attack as well, if we want to run physical. And of course, who can forget about the Unburden ability? If you guys haven't figured it out now, you ain't ever gonna figure it out until I say, we picked Sceptile. I am happy. I am ecstatic because we got Shrek on the team. If you guys don't know, Shrek is the OG in my Pokemon Omega Ruby game, because I'll tell you what, Shrek was my most used mon in that game whenever I was doing like regular stuff. It came to so many of my matches. It did so much work against some mons. And being able to use it as a Z-move user alongside Salamis and Emboar is really, really something. Mostly because of its moveset. Because its moveset is nothing to laugh about. It has acrobatics. It has agility. It has body slam. It has brick break, crunch. We got double edge, dragon claw, dragon pulse, drain punch, earthquake, energy ball, facade, focus blast, giga drain, grass knot. We got leaf blade, of course. We got low kick. We got night slash, outrage, power up punch. We got pursuit as well. So we got a few pursuit users. I think we only have like 1 or 2 knockoff users, but honestly, that's perfectly fine. If that does become a problem, I will fix it. But it's not too big of an issue with us. We got Rock Slide, Seed Bomb, Seismic Toss, Thunder Punch, Toxic, of course. We got Synthesis as well. We got X Scissor. Like, when I see this move set, when I see all these moves, I see more physical moves. But of course, its special attack is better. But if we want to, we can prioritize on that. Like, we have some very, very speedy mons. We got Tapu Lele at 95, which is still pretty decent. We got Soundmance at 100. We got Crobat at 130. We got Sceptile at 120. I mean, we only have like 1, 2, 3, 4 very fast mons. Of course, don't forget Mega Steelix with its Sand Force ability. Mostly because Sand Force... What does Sand Force do? I always forget. Steelix. Sand Force, the attacks do... Any ground, rock, or steel attacks do 1.3 times the damage. So, like... Oh yeah, Sand Rush is the one that raises speed. Never mind, I thought it was Sand... Okay. I'm stupid. Don't worry about me. But this is the team for your Carolina Lycanrocs in ICL Season 2. If you guys are super excited about this team, let me know down in the comment section down below if I can speak some English. Gosh darn it. I'm probably going to go get something to eat right now because I'm hungry as fudge. But anyways, guys, I will talk to y'all later. Take care. I love you all. Make sure you have a great, fantastic day because, you know, I am always in support of you guys. And no matter what happens, we are the Shuppet Squad for life, guys. Even though we're Carolina Lycanrocs, we are still the Shuppet Squad. Representing. We are the Shuppet Squad that runs with the Warframe. Warframe? No. Oh my gosh. I just butchered that so badly. Oh my gosh. Lebanon, I am sorry. You can hit me later. Because, oh my gosh, I just butchered that so badly. Anyways, guys. I will talk to y'all later. I love you all. Take care. And yeah. Yeah. I'll talk to you later. Deuces!